lemon risotto and shrimp scampi. We're going to start, as with all risottos, by warming the stock. I'm going to take about 6 cups and add the peels from 2 small lemons. And all of the broth will now taste like lemon. It'll be infused with flavor. To my risotto pot, over about medium heat, we're going to sweat a small, finely chopped onion with a little salt. We do not want the onion to brown, so keep it moving. And I have this in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. We want to toast the rice. I have 1.5 cups for 4 portions, or 4 big bowls of risotto, of carnaroli short grain rice. So once we get the rice in and toasting, we can grate in our garlic. Once it gets really fragrant, you can add your first addition of liquid. This is an Italian, not too expensive wine from Tuscany. Not too fruity. And I go 2 slow turns of the pan, about 1/2 to 2/3 of a cup. The shrimp you have to start about 30 minutes before you want to cook it. Very important step whenever we make scampi is to put some grated garlic, a couple of fat cloves per pound, over the shrimp, and the zest of a lemon, and a little bit of red or black pepper, up to you, and a little salt or fine sea salt. Look, already, see? You can see the bottom of the pot. We're good. And so we start adding in our first addition of our stock. I'm going to add my second addition of our lemon-scented stock. And every time we add stock, we work the sides of the pan and stir pretty vigorously. I have this between medium and medium high, and this should cook out in 18 minutes if you keep it at kind of a low rolling simmer. In this pan, we're going to take the shrimp. We're going to add that to a non-stick skillet over medium-high heat so that we cook this quickly without overcooking it. So we just toss these guys around. So as soon as I get them just a little bit brown on each side over a high temp in the pan, I'm going to hit it with that vermouth and the lemon juice and some butter. I know, the butter glosses the sauce, as my mother always said. So a fat splash of the vermouth. Cut side up so the seeds stay with the lemon, don't fall down into your sauce. A fat handful of parsley. And break up a big old gob of Italian butter. Yeah. Okay. She's a good to go. So after I added the last of our liquid, I also added the fresh peas. They cooked the last 5 minutes of the dish. Remember the lemons that we took the whole peels from to put into the stock pot? Well, we took those lemons, and I just stick a chopstick in the end and juice it like, you know those little fake lemons and limes they have in the grocery store? Kind of same thing, and you can just throw this in the fridge and use as much or as little as you like. I like the tiniest drizzle of a little acacia honey. We add a big blob of butter, broken into pieces. And we add in, I like to use both tangy pecorino, sheep's milk cheese, and buttery, nutty Parmigiano. So about a 1/2, 2/3 cup of each. And we've got about a cup of the fresh peas that we cooked the last couple minutes in there. And then I'm going to stir in, everybody can find these. These are the pea tendrils you can find in all the grocery stores, right? And I put the larger tendrils in the dish. And this is what we want out of our risotto, is this horrible consistency that's super creamy without adding cream. Okay, so now we're going to puddle up, yes, the lemon risotto. Spoon some of that scampi right up on top. And then we'll top that with some of these really delicate, super pretty, a different variety of pea tendril, mixed in with some fennel fronds.